Jeopardy is an incredibly important American institution. It's about making people that are smart the most important people in the room.
Mike Richards is reflecting on his brief stint as Jeopardy host. In August 2021, Mike was promoted from his role as the game show's executive producer to fill in the vacant spot left behind by longtime host Alex Trebek, who died from pancreatic cancer 9 months earlier.
I stepped in to keep the show going because Ken had other duties, and he's done a great job for us, but he was out promoting his ABC show, The Chase. So he wasn't available. It was very literally at the last minute the decision was made for me to step in and just keep the show going.
However, after hosting just one episode, Mike stepped down from the podium amid controversy over sexist remarks he made earlier in his career. Though Mike apologized for the insensitive comments at the time, he ultimately parted ways with the show. Now, more than 2 years later, the former Jeopardy EP is speaking out about his public firing, saying that it was, quote, the price you pay for getting thrust into the zeitgeist in a very inopportune moment. Mike explains to People in an interview published March 20th, saying, quote, why I am talking now is that I feel like I can be a force for good as far as having open, honest conversations. We can all disagree about a lot of things. He adds, we can disagree about politics. We can disagree about who hosts Jeopardy. We can disagree about liking a Final Jeopardy clue, and we should. But I felt like there was this rush to judgment, and a lot of people got joy in saying, I got you. Mike, who previously hosted Beauty and the Geek, Million Dollar Pyramid, and Divided, is also shutting down speculation rumors that he had promoted himself to the host podium. He explained that he always assumed current host Ken Jennings would be Trebek's successor. So when other show executives threw his hat in the ring, along with guest hosts such as Katie Couric, Aaron Rodgers, and Robin Roberts, as the permanent EMC, Mike admits no one was more surprised than me. They told me, quote, we'd like you to be the host of the syndicated version of Jeopardy! He recalls, quote, I paused and I said, oh wow, thank you. What's the media plan? Because I was very concerned that this was going to be scrutinized as closely as a presidential election. There was widespread belief that whoever got the job first wouldn't make it. Looking back, Mike can see that on the outside, quote, it looked like I had gone into a room and picked myself. But he clarifies, adding, and that's not what happens in television, but I understood that that's what the outward appearances were. So what does he think of Ken Jennings at the podium? He says, quote, I always thought Ken was the guy.